Hey guys, I hope you're all having a good day. So recently, I'm sure you guys have probably seen or heard about this, but basically, Six Flags Magic Mountain has recently received some brand new RMC Raptor tracks that have arrived on site. Now, up until now, it seems that the majority of the community was pretty certain that Magic Mountain's new coaster would be themed to the Joker. It seemed like a perfect fit. He's really the only major character that we've seen added to other Six Flags parks that hasn't actually been added to Six Flags Magic Mountain. However, it appears that the new track that has arrived at Magic Mountain is actually yellow, seemingly a little darker shade of yellow than the track found on Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster. So now, this raises the question, what will this coaster be themed to? Before I talk about my thoughts and predictions, if you do find yourself enjoying any of my videos, then please feel free to like the video and subscribe to help my channel out. Thank you. So anyways, back to the Raptor. This yellow track has really started to raise some questions, because as I mentioned, it seemed that everyone, including myself, was pretty confident that this new coaster would be themed to the Joker, and for a few good reasons. For the past several years, Six Flags has been adding a ton of new Joker-themed rides to all of their parks, including an RMC Hybrid, several SNS free spins, a giant Discovery, etc. With Magic Mountain being one of the only Six Flags parks to not have a Joker-themed coaster, and being one of the parks to receive a brand new coaster in the heart of the DC Universe section, it seemed as if it would be an absolute perfect fit. But now that we have this yellow track, well, I just don't see how a Joker theme is possible anymore. Now, we don't have confirmation of the colors of the supports or trains yet, although the trains are rumored to be red. I have personally seen the trains inside of their boxes, but I have not seen them outside of their boxes. However, a fellow coaster enthusiast, Koaster Goat, has allegedly claimed that he spotted the trains outside of their boxes while riding Crazanity, and that they were red trains. Now, I don't know how true this is, but if the track is yellow and the trains are red, then it basically proposes a few new options for theming. So before I make my predictions, I do want to talk about something that will act as supporting information. So generally, whenever Six Flags will add a roller coaster or ride themed to a single DC character, then they will tend to pick a character that is well known by the general public. They will often make sure that a park will get major characters that are very recognizable by everyone. For example, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the Joker, the Flash. These are all characters that just about anyone will be familiar with, and so that extra public familiarity can increase the ease of attracting attention while marketing these new rides. Now, if they try to add a new ride themed to, let's say, Two-Face, sure, some people will know who he is, but there's definitely going to be less people who are familiar with this character versus if they went with someone like Batman or Superman. Now, obviously, Magic Mountain already has a Batman and a Superman themed coaster, so they can't just duplicate those. So now let's move down and see what the next most major characters are still possibilities. So obviously, like I mentioned, the yellow track doesn't seem like it'll fit a Joker theme or even a Harley Quinn theme, which is another major character we've been seeing pop up sporadically. So the next characters that I wanted to mention were the Flash and Wonder Woman. Now, before I say anything, yes, I'm aware that Magic Mountain already has both a Flash and a Wonder Woman themed ride in the DC Universe section of the park, which definitely lowers the possibility of either of those themes to be picked. That being said, it isn't impossible to re-theme one of those rides to a more minor character. For example, maybe changing Wonder Woman to Catwoman's Whip to reserve the more major characters for the larger, more major attractions. But anyways, the current colors that we have, which are the confirmed yellow track and the possibly red trains, can potentially fit either the Flash or Wonder Woman. Now, between the Flash and Wonder Woman, I'm leaning slightly more towards the Flash in terms of which is more likely, simply because Six Flags has already installed a Wonder Woman themed Raptor, which was the first RMC Raptor in general. Not only that, but like I mentioned earlier, the track on Wonder Woman seems to be a much brighter and more vibrant yellow when it was brand new, and this new Raptor seems to have a darker shade. So I feel like if Six Flags were to make another Wonder Woman, they would probably want to use the exact same colors. And since another Wonder Woman RMC Raptor exists, perhaps they want to be a little more unique with this Raptor, especially because it's already a clone. Even though this one is technically the original and Jersey Devil is the clone, if you are confused and have no idea what I'm talking about, then I talk about that theory in depth in this video right here. But anyways, Six Flags does tend to duplicate rides and themes, as we've seen with the Joker free spins and even with the Batman inverts. So either way, it's a possibility that this could be Flash or Wonder Woman. Now, let's say that Six Flags simply does not want to re-theme their current rides and they're going to pick characters that aren't already at Six Flags Magic Mountain. So this means we can't use Superman, Batman, the Riddler, Flash, Wonder Woman, or Lex Luthor. We already ruled out Joker and Harley Quinn, so what other possible options do we have? Well, for starters, a few characters that exist at other Six Flags parks that aren't at Magic Mountain include Cyborg, Penguin, Catwoman, and Supergirl. However, of these, there isn't really a character that fits a yellow and possibly red color combo. Even if the trains were some other color and the supports were, let's say, black, it still doesn't work. So I think what we are going to be seeing here is if the new coaster isn't themed to the Flash or Wonder Woman, then I believe we're going to be seeing a character that has actually never been used at a Six Flags park before, making this one completely original. Now, I feel like this will kind of go against what I said earlier about Magic Mountain tending to use characters that are extremely recognizable by everyone, but then again, this is Six Flags Magic Mountain we're talking about, aka a Six Flags park with one of the highest attendances out there, being located in such a high traffic area near LA. So I don't really think they're going to be extremely worried about a marketing flop, especially considering that the concept of a single rail coaster is still fairly new and unheard of in the eyes of the general public. So if we're getting an unused character that fits the color scheme of yellow and possibly red, then I see two liable options: Sinestro and Shazam. So first I'm going to talk about Shazam, mostly because he has recently been made more popular due to his 2019 film, which overall had a fairly positive reception. And also, going along with the theories I presented in the other Raptor speculation video I made, if this ride was originally intended to be built in 2019, then it would have perfectly aligned with this movie, and it is possible that Six Flags just never felt like changing the character later on after West Coast Racers and then COVID happened. But anyways, with the yellow track and red trains, it seems like this is a very likely option. It would be very interesting to see a superhero that has never been used at a different Six Flags park to be used for this new coaster. So the other and final character I can see happening is actually going to be Sinestro. Now, this character actually comes with a very intriguing theory that I actually did not come up with. So another fellow enthusiast, Over the Shoulder Restraint Thrills on Instagram, or Over the Shoulder Restraints Media on YouTube, links will be in the description if you wish to check them out, came up with this interesting theory involving usage of the character Sinestro as a way to tribute the former ride that this coaster will be replacing, Green Lantern First Flight. So, for those of you who do not know, Sinestro is the arch nemesis of Green Lantern, and his aesthetics involve his dominantly yellow with black trimmed costume, as well as his pinkish reddish skin color. The red/pink skin on top of the yellow outfit would easily fit this new Raptor with its yellow track and possibly red trains. If the supports turn out to be black, then I think this would be an absolute perfect fit. Combining the perfectly matching color combo with the former Green Lantern coaster that used to stand here, this would be a quite interesting theme that would work beautifully. I could see the old giant lantern that sat in front of the ride being repainted or redesigned to be used to fit Sinestro instead. The lantern is still mostly intact and is currently lying in the maintenance area of Six Flags Magic Mountain, so it could be a possibility. The entire station and queue can also be reused, replacing all of the Green Lantern stuff with Sinestro stuff, and they could also throw in some Easter eggs or references to the former Green Lantern ride, or just Green Lantern in general, as tribute to the former attraction. The only con that I find with this theory, however, is that, as you guys most likely know, Green Lantern First Flight had a pretty terrible reputation amongst both the enthusiast and the general public, and so I'm not sure if Six Flags wants that coaster to be remembered or referenced in even the slightest. And so by theming this ride to Green Lantern's nemesis, it might put negative memories in people's heads every time they see this ride or go on it. But nonetheless, it is still probably one of the better theories out there, especially given the ride's location, the potential train colors, and of course the confirmed track color. I feel like once we see the color of the supports, we will probably have a very solid idea as to what the new ride could be themed to. But either way, it's going to be very exciting to finally see this ride get announced, hopefully within the next month, because usually Six Flags announces all of their parks' new additions in August, but sometimes they will announce a select few rides early if they are major enough. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are excited to see what Six Flags Magic Mountain has up their sleeve in terms of what this new RMC Raptor could be themed to. I discussed a lot of possibilities in this video, and keep in mind that none of these predictions or theories have been confirmed, nor do I have any inside information. That being said, your predictions are just as valid as mine, and so I would love to hear what you guys think the new RMC Raptor will be themed to, given the most recent details. So feel free to comment down below, and while you're down there, please feel free to like the video and hit the subscribe button with notifications turned on so you'll be alerted whenever I upload a new video. But until then, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.